Hello, 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 and welcome to TMGeek. We have already had a full day of geek trivia stuff going on. We had picture-in-picture going on a little earlier today, and we had a big announcement going on. So if you haven't seen those two things, go check them out. But wait until after these three matches that are coming up are done, because first up we have Abel de Leeuw, Apex Abel de Leeuw, taking on the Emperor Kaiser Huang. And at 7 p.m., we'll have Alan, Dr. Spaceman Shepard, taking on Andrea, the Empress, or now the Assassin, Malabag. And then at 9 p.m., we'll have my co-host, Aaron Canole, taking on Kevin Marino, Freakazoid, as everyone knows him. So three great matches today. So everyone go check those out. Yeah, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is your match. So
okay,
all right. Okay. No, everybody, a big geek day for us here at TMGeek. I hope everyone is doing well. Aaron, how are you doing, buddy?
A little less well now, but honestly, I've just spent the last minute being distracted at how I haven't noticed Chris Rock in a zoot suit in your intro there. I just caught that, and partially scared because of the image in and of itself. But yeah, I'm doing as well as you can, man. We're here to play some matches, and we got two rookies who performed really well returning to take on that second match.
For sure. Abel is coming off of a tough loss against Brittany Tapley and Tyler Birch, two of our top rookies, looking to avenge that loss. And Emperor Kaiser Huang had a TKO victory in his first match. So these are two awesome competitors. Let's go ahead and bring in our first competitor. He is 1-0 with one TKO on his record. He is the Emperor Kaiser Huang. How are you, my friend?
It's kind of late, so a bit tired, but otherwise, ready.
He's ready. All right, a man, a few words. Aaron, anything for Kaiser before we get started?
I mean, I could probably ask something, but he looks like all business, no play, so I don't know how much he'd answer, so I think we should just let him get to it.
I think so. All right. Absolutely. We will drop Kaiser to the back for just one moment as we bring forth a man of a few more words, I have a feeling. He is Apex Abel de Leeuw. How are you, my friend?
How you doing, boys?
Doing well.
I decided to take this match super duper seriously. No, I'm ready, buddy. I'm ready. I feel great. I've been doing a lot of studying. Feel like my knowledge has come a long way, but we'll see if that if that retains.
All right. Yeah. I mean, coming off a loss, it's a little easier to ask this question, and a tough loss.
Yeah, rub it in.
I know. Well, you put up 20 points, which is a lot, which is actually more than most rookies put up in their first match. So what kind of strategies have you implemented in your training to overcome the Emperor?
Well, see, the thing was, geek was actually not really my strength. And then commendable in the first match. So then I thought, wait, what if I actually studied? And then I started watching all Star Trek, all Harry Potter, all Lord of the Rings. I drug myself through the Hobbit trilogy like there was no tomorrow. And I'm ready. Hey, Aaron, I heard you got a match tonight. Feel free to just copy my answers, buddy. You'll be fine.
Oh, okay, perfect. Is that how that works, Kevin? Because you won't let me see the document apparently. So all right, cool. I'll do that then. I'll do that.
All right. Thank you very much, Abel. We'll drop the name, but we'll keep Abel in. We'll bring in Kaiser, and we'll get this match underway. And we will go ahead and begin. We'll go over some match rules, and then I'll let Aaron go over the round rules. The match rules go like this. You can earn 30-plus points possible. You get 3 repeats, 1 challenge per competitor. Please keep your hands up on screen throughout the match. 1 verbal warning will be given. speak loudly and write clearly as possible. Round by round breakdown. Round 1, you can earn 10 points plus a 1-point bonus opportunity if you get all 10 right. Round 2, you can earn 10 points plus any steal opportunities. Round 3, you can just earn 10 points in our category by number round. So, Aaron, why don't you take away the round number 1 rules?
Absolutely. You guys are going to get 10 questions in 10 random geek categories. Each question is worth 1 point. Should you join the very exclusive club, which Abel got to witness, of getting all 10 questions correct, you will get an extra question for a perfect round bonus, which will also be worth 1 point. You guys also have repeats and challenges. Those will last throughout the whole match. You start with 3 repeats and 1 challenge. And remember, when you guys turn your whiteboards, please be sure to leave them around long enough just so that we can read and be exactly sure. With that said, do you guys have any questions?
No.
I was one off. Okay.
He was one off.
Listen, I have a win in this league, and you scored more than I've ever scored, man. Don't take that too harshly, all right?
Damn Clone Wars movie just did me in.
Best of luck to both of you, gentlemen. Let's do this.
Yep. Good luck, guys. I'm going to let Aaron take the odds. I will take the even. So, Aaron, take it away with question number 1.
Absolutely. And with the odds, we're going to start off with the cinematic masterpieces of the geek world, sort of. This is the DCEU. In Birds of Prey, after her breakup with the Joker, what sport does Harley Quinn take up?
I'm sorry. You completely cut out for me, buddy.
No problem. That's fine. All right. In Birds of Prey, after her breakup with the Joker, what sport does Harley Quinn take up? I see we're starting with easy today, Kevin.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
And we'll go ahead and go to Kaiser first.
Is it rollerblading? Can you see?
And Abel.
I figured she had the bat already, so baseball.
What did Kaiser say?
He said rollerblading.
I can't take that, unfortunately.
Okay. The technical answer was roller derby.
Yeah, roller derby.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's tough.
All right. At least you guys remember, because I fucking don't.
I barely remember it.
All right, moving on to category number 2, which it falls in the wizarding world. What is the name of the ghost of House Gryffindor?
Can we talk about the fact that these films are just serving child endangerment on a plate? I mean, just from the basics, you stick them in an old castle with ghosts, like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We'll start with Abel.
John Cleese.
And Kaiser.
I don't think you can say it. Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Poppington.
Both answers are acceptable. Kaiser gets an extra bonus point in my heart for getting the exact name.
All right. That was... Wow, this is the first one? Okay. Next up is DC Films. DC Films. And your question is, what is the name of the chemical that the Joker uses on Gotham citizens in 1989's Batman? This is kind of like the Star Trek thing. I like how people have come to use the denotation of its year when it is technically the only film called Batman.
For now, until the Pattinson one, maybe. 5.
No, that's the Batman.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 2, 1. Pins down.
And we'll go ahead and go to Kaiser.
Smilex.
And Abel.
Yeah, I had Laffix. Yeah.
Smilex is going to be correct.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. So moving on to category number 4, which falls in those drudging Hobbit films, Middle Earth. What is the name of Gandalf's magical all-white horse known as the Lord of all Horses? Probably Aaron's favorite.
Neither of these gentlemen played last season, so I will refrain comment till they are finished.
was going to say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, and we'll go to Abel.
He's got a nice whistle on it. It's the shadow effects.
And Kaiser.
Shadow effects, Lord of the Mirrors.
That is correct.
Shadow facts.
3 to 2.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to question number 5, which falls in the category of the MCU. Your question is, who plays Prince and Jobu in Black Panther?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
And we'll go to Kaiser
Sterling K. Brown.
and Abel.
Oh, I messed it up. I said Daniel Kaluuya.
It is Sterling K. Brown.
That's right. Damn.
All right. So Kaiser takes a 2-point advantage as we move on to category number 6, which is weapons, vehicles, technology, and magical objects. In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, what type of object do Harry, Hermione, and the rest of the group use as a port key to get to the Quidditch World Cup?
You know, those Black Panther names are something else, man.
Right?
T'Challa, T'Chaka, Ndobu, Wakabi, fucking any letter of the alphabet it can be followed by literally any word, and it's a Wakandan name.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I'm
1.
out on.
Pins down. And we'll start with Abel.
I said specifically an old boot.
Kaiser.
I was less specific. I said boot.
All right, I will accept both. Boot is what I was looking for.
Both competitors showing off with different levels of specificity. Speaking of specificity, let's move on to Star Trek. Fun, right, guys? All right. Your question is, who directed Star Trek First Contact?
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
And we'll go ahead and go to Kaiser
Jonathan Frakes.
and Abel.
Oh, I thought of his first name at the last second, dude. Jonathan Frakes.
Both are correct and keeping pace with each other.
Right. So moving on to the other one in outer space, Star Wars. Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars. What is the name of the monster that lives below Jabba's palace on Tatooine, which Luke has an interesting run-in with during Return of the Jedi? Abel sips his Bloody Mary. 5, 4.
If Star Wars were a different movie, an interesting run-in at Jabba's palace would be a one-night stand.
Hands down. This is true. We'll go to Abel first.
It still can be, Aaron. Anything you want. Rathar.
And Kaiser.
Oh, I thought it was a Rancor imported from Dathomir.
It is a Rancor. Rancor.
Rathar is from Force Awakens. Damn it.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes, both are big, scaly, and probably wouldn't make for good one-night stands, but either way.
This is true.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, no perfect rounds are on the table, but 2 more points are for you gentlemen. We'll go ahead and move on to question number 9. These are Marvel films. This is anything that's not in that universe with Iron Man. And your question is, what is the name of T.J. Miller's character in the Deadpool films?
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down.
And we'll go ahead and go to Kaiser and Abel.
Weasel?
Weasel is correct. It's okay, Kaiser. If it makes you feel any better, if his legal troubles keep up, the Deadpool films will also forget about Weasel.
Fair enough.
You are not wrong. All right, so 7-5 is the score. As we move into our 10th and final category for round number 1, it falls in plot summary. I will give you the plot summary of a TMGeek eligible film, and you will give me the film. With the Berlin Wall about to fall, a sensual and savage MI6 agent travels into the heart of the city to retrieve a priceless dossier of double agents and take down a ruthless espionage ring.
Speaking of sensual and savage, let's go back to that one night stand in Jabba's palace. I mean, just wouldn't that be just? I'd play all the TMGeek matches for that night. Like,
I could see you and Sice Noodles just hooking up. 5,
I don't know what that is,
4,
but that sounds horrible.
3, 2, 1. Only my Star Wars fans will get that one. We will go to Abel first.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Is it Atomic Blonde?
And Kaiser.
That's what I had. Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde is it.
Is in fact based on a comic.
Great way to end round number 1 for both gentlemen. 8-6.
Damn that red corner.
Round. So a 2-point game, anybody's game going into round number 2. Aaron, take away the rules for round number 2 as I get this wheel pulled up.
Absolutely, guys. This wheel is going to come up. We are going to spin it. If you don't like your first slice, unless it is opponent's choice, you will have an opportunity to respin. There's also spinner's choice and opponent's choice, which means you or your opponent get to select your category. Whatever category you land on, by however you land on it, you will get 5 questions. Each are worth 2 points. Unless you feel you need a little extra help, then you can go to multiple choice, but it'll be worth 1 point. Opponents, don't fall asleep or sip your drink too much. You will have a chance to steal should your opponent miss, and you guys keep your repeats and challenges. Both have a challenge on the table, and both have 3 repeats.
All right, so here comes your wheel. Kaiser, you do have the 2-point advantage here. So I'm gonna read the. I'm gonna read the categories that were dropped into your chat a few days ago, and no strengths will be read aloud. So you will get the decision to spin first or give that to your opponent. The categories on the wheel for tonight are DC, MCU, Middle Earth, movie release dates, quotes, Wizarding World, Star Wars, and Star Trek, and of course spinners and opponent's choice.
Oh. Am I supposed to say? Oh,
Well,
let Apple
yeah.
go first.
Yeah,
let Apple go first. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on you, Kaiser. You can either spin first or you can.
I will defer to Apple.
You will defer. Okay. So, Abel, you will be spinning first, so everything is available. So, your
Spin
first
it,
spin is in. And it lands on opponent's choice. All right. So, Kaiser, you will get the choice. Would you like for me to read off those options one more time?
No need. We both know where this is going. Quotes, please.
Quotes. All right. Quotes indeed. Here we go. 5 questions coming your way, Abel, in the realm of quotes. You do have multiple choice. Don't forget about that for 1 point if you'd like. And Kaiser, as Aaron said, don't fall asleep over there because you could get the opportunity for a steal. All right. So question number 1. What Wizarding World film begins with the line, "I should have known that you would be here, Professor McGonagall"?
I'm just going to go for it. It is the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone, however you want to say it.
That is correct. I would have taken either for 2 points.
We take international release into account for that one too.
Yeah, no, we call what you call wizards, we just call philosophers here in Europe.
It's okay. SAT words aren't our strength here in America. It's not.
This is true. All right. Question number 2. In Into the Spider-Verse, Peter B. Parker says, is he allowed to say that legally? regarding a line spoken by what character?
That's the Peter Porker.
I will accept that.
Yeah, that is the name of Spider-Ham, yes.
Yeah, Spider-Ham or Peter
Yeah,
Porker,
okay.
absolutely. The line is, that's all, folks.
That's
All
all,
right.
folks. Yeah.
Question number 3. What DC character says the line, as I was saying, I'm a woman and can't be taken for granted. Life's a bitch. Now so am I.
I feel like it's Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman.
That is correct for 2 points. Abel doing a great job in the quotes round. All right. Question number 4, your penultimate question. In Rise of Skywalker, who says the line, a Jedi's weapon deserves more respect?
Luke Skywalker.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. And your 5th and final question. We have a date with Destiny, and it looks like she ordered the lobster is from what comic book movie? Five, 4, 3.
I will take a repeat on that, please.
Repeat the question. All right. Your first repeat. You have 2 remaining. Question 5 in the category of quotes. We have a date with Destiny, and it looks like she ordered the lobster is from what comic book movie? Five, 4.
Give me those multiple choices, please.
All right, multiple choice. Is it A, Tank Girl, B, Mystery Men, C, Kingsman the Secret Service, or D, The Spirit?
I will go with B, Mystery Men.
B, Mystery Men is correct for 1 point. And Abel doing a great job getting handed quotes and walking out of there with 9 points. Excellent job.
Great job.
So now Kaiser will get his spin on the wheel and see what he can do with that. All right. If nothing else, I think he's taken off one of the ones he did not want. So Kaiser, your first spin is up. Okay. All right. Your first spin is up and it's in. And it lands on spinner's choice.
Jesus.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure. I guess I'll go Middle Earth.
Middle Earth. All right. I will allow Aaron to take those questions and give them to Kaiser for Middle Earth for round 2.
Absolutely. All right. Despite Abel fighting back, the wheel goes in Kaiser's favor, so we will go to Middle Earth tonight. Here we go. Kaiser, your first question of 5 in Middle Earth. In The Fellowship of the Ring, who says the line, a shadow and a threat have been growing in my mind?
Five, 4.
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Legolas, B, Boromir, C, Galadriel, or D, Gandalf.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Boromir?
That is incorrect. So we will move back over to Abel for a 1-point steal. In The Fellowship of the Ring, who says, a shadow and a threat have been growing in my mind? Is it A, Legolas, B, Boromir, C, Galadriel, or D, Gandalf?
I will go with D, Gandalf.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for A, Legolas.
Oh, really?
All right. Question number 2. Whose tomb do the Fellowship visit while in Moria?
Balin, son of Fundin.
I just needed Balin. That is, in fact, correct. I won't even try and tell you if the rest is right. In question number 3, in The Two Towers, how does Treebeard kill the orc that's chasing Merry and Pippin through Fangorn Forest?
He steps on him, on the orc.
That is correct, yes. He does step on him. All right. Question number 4. Who is the first dwarf to begin singing the song Blunt the Knives in Bilbo's home in An Unexpected Journey?
I didn't understand the question, so repeat it.
Say that again, sorry?
Repeat the question.
Repeat the question, absolutely. That'll be your first one. Here we go. Who is the first dwarf to begin singing the song Blunt the Knives in Bilbo's home in An Unexpected Journey?
Who the hell knows? Multiple choice.
I don't know. We'll see if you do. Multiple choice. Your options are A, Fili, B, Ori, C, Gloin, or D, Keely.
Oin. O-I-N, Oin.
That is incorrect, so we will move over to Abel for the chance to steal. Who is the first dwarf to begin singing the song Blunt the Knives in Bilbo's home in An Unexpected Journey? Is it A, Fili, B, Ori, C, Gloin, or D, Keely?
A, Feely.
This is also unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for the other one, Keely.
Feely. I was like, it's one or the other. Damn it.
All right, so apparently Kaiser was right. Nobody know who the hell started singing it. All right, guys. And Kaiser, your final question, number 5, in the category of Middle Earth. What is the name of the main hall of Meduseld where Gandalf frees Theoden from Sauron's control? And Kevin, correct me if I mispronounce that one word, please.
Meduseld, yeah.
Thank you. Can only retain so much when you watch it once.
5, 4, 3.
Edoras?
Say it again.
Edoras.
Need more specific. It's in Edoras. That's the question.
Oh, repeat the question.
Okay. What is the name of the main hall in Meduseld where Gandalf frees Theoden from Sauron's control?
I didn't know there was a name, so multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, the Great Throne Room, B, the Grand Palace, C, the Golden Hall, or D, the Gallant Stable.
It's the Golden Hall. Yeah.
That will be correct for a final point.
Can I just I don't know, like it definitely answered the question.
Okay,
I'm not trying to be an asshole, but
if you want to challenge that,
if you want to challenge,
the
you can.
answer.
If
So
you want to challenge, that's fine because
I will challenge that.
Okay, that's fine.
And if you challenge, I will also have to throw out a challenge of my own because I have my own gripes with the question. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna take the challenge and go ahead and put that the banner up on the screen.
Do you want me to like plead a case or?
I mean, I pretty much know. Like, you're
like he definitely gave it a definitive answer. And he said it twice. Like you asked him to repeat it, and he said it again, and then, so yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I understand where you're coming from, and I'll explain it to you in just one second. So, let's put this up, and then All right, guys, we're coming back in now from the challenge as Lillian is bringing everyone back in. We have discussed everything backstage, and after talking it through, I was interjecting when I brought up what I said on behalf of the question, not to try to help Kaiser out or anything like that. So what we're going to do is scrap that question and give Kaiser our backup question that we already have written. He will not be charged for the repeat that he did use, and we will move forward from there. So
it should be definitively stated that even though the result does not technically aid Abel, he will not be charged for the challenge either because we have overturned the question. So you do still retain your challenge as he does retain his repeat.
Right. You do retain your challenge, Abel. So you did technically win the challenge.
Yes.
All right. So Aaron, take away the backup question for Middle Earth, and that will be Kaiser's fifth question in the round 2.
Are you back, Aaron?
I'm back, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's back.
Yep.
Okay. So for the final question, in Middle Earth, in the Battle of the Five Armies, which character asks Thorin if he will have peace or war?
Bart the Bowman.
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, so we come out of round number 2 with a score of 15-14. Abel is up by 1, and we
Awesome,
go to round number 3. Round number 3, I'm going to let Aaron take away the rules for round number 3.
Absolutely. In round number 3, you guys will get 3 questions. They will be assigned to you by your selection of a number between 1 through 12. The order that you select in does affect how much your questions are worth. Number 1 will be worth 2 points. Number 2 is worth 3 points, and number 3 is worth 5 points. We will trade questions back and forth until we reach a point where a competitor can no longer take the lead, at which point the person in the lead will be the winner. Friendly reminder, hands up on screen at all time. Not that you guys have had any issues with that. Your repeats and challenges do remain in effect. Both competitors have 2 repeats and a challenge on the table should we need to use it. And with that said, Abel, despite all natural forces telling you shouldn't, you are in the lead by 1 point. So I will need your numbers from 1 through 12.
It's pure luck, baby. I will go 2, 5, and 8.
2, 5, and 8. Kaiser, give me 3 numbers between 1 and 12 that are not 2, 5, and 8.
1, 3, 9.
1, 3, and 9. All right. And so with a 1 point gap, only one correct question is needed from Kaiser, whichever one he chooses it to be, to send it back to Abel. Since I read to Kaiser, Kevin will read to Kaiser. Or since I read to Kaiser, Kevin will read to Kaiser this time around.
That is correct. All right, so we will get started in our round number 3. Kaiser, your 2-pointer, you selected question number 1, and that comes in Star Trek. Star Trek. Your question for 2 points. Which Star Trek film centers around Picard facing off against a clone version of himself played by Tom Hardy?
The second worst film in the franchise, known as Star Trek Nemesis.
That is correct for 2 points, and that will send it back over to Abel. Excuse me.
Absolutely. I am glad he followed up with a title because, unfortunately, second worst is not definitive enough as an answer. With that said, Abel, you selected number 2 as your first number, and that will land you in the category of heroes and villains for your 2-pointer. Heroes and villains. And your question is, in Guardians of the Galaxy, who gave Peter Quill his nickname Star-Lord?
Five.
Yondu.
Fortunately, we were looking for the other parental figure in his life, his mother, before she passed away.
That's right.
I did not know that.
Me neither.
All right. Well, thankfully, you guys each have 2 other questions. So we will stick with Abel moving on to the 3-pointer. Abel, your second question was number 5, which is going to take us to the category of scores and soundtracks. And your question, ironically so, as you'll see in a minute, is what is the first song heard in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 when Ego and Meredith are driving down the road and singing along to it?
And it's just the song title you're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
The song title.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to go for it. I think it's Brandy by Looking Glass.
That is correct, yes. Brandy, parentheses optional, You're a Fine Girl by Looking Glass is the correct answer. And so with that, we will jump back over to Kaiser for his 3-pointer.
All right, great job by Abel to send it back over to Kaiser. And Kaiser's 3-pointer, comes in category 3, which is movie quotes. Movie quotes. And your 3-pointer in movie quotes. What Middle-earth character says regarding a pendant, "It is mine to give to whom I will, like my heart"?
Arwen.
That is correct for 3 points. Shooting it back over.
Absolutely. So that means we will head back to Abel for the 5-pointer. Abel, you selected number 8, and that will set you in the world of Middle-earth. So go back to Middle-earth. All right, Abel, remember, you do still have 2 repeats on the table. And for 5 points, your question is, what is the name for the indestructible ball of crystal in Saruman's tower, used to see events from the past or future and for communication across lands?
Yeah. It is a Palantir.
Fuck the repeats. He didn't need them. That is going to be 5 big points on the table.
Wow. All right. So Kaiser takes a big lead there. Great job.
Apple.
Abel takes that lead.
I'm sorry,
Apple.
Abel. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Kaiser. I'm just got
Because it's a cool name.
looking down, and Kaiser's right here on the left.
So Abel has played
job,
his heart
Abel.
out, and that means it's all on Kaiser now to see how this match ends. Sudden death is not an option.
That is correct. Sudden death, not an option at all. Kaiser will either win it here or will fall in defeat for the first time. All right, so your 5-pointer comes in question number 9, which lines up with Wizarding World. Wizarding World. All right, so your question, sir, you have 2 repeats, and your question is as follows. In Order of the Phoenix, what are the names of the 2 Aurors that Cornelius Fudge orders to take Albus Dumbledore to Azkaban just before he escapes with Fawkes?
Kingsley Shacklebolt and Dawlish.
And your winner, Emperor Kaiser Huang. Great job. Both competitors pulling their 5s. That came right down to the wire. Holy cow. All right. We will go right back to our normal layout, and we will drop Abel to the back for just a moment and talk to our winner, Emperor Kaiser Huang. You did it again, but this one was a lot closer. 24 to 23?
24 to 23 final score.
23 final. Wow. Holy cow. All right. What a match. Great way to get us started off on the day of geek matches. So definitely showing that the rookies have some potential. So walk us through the match. You had definitely a great first round, 8 points. The Middle Earth round. Round 2 in general, you had spinner's choice, and then you got to pick opponent's choice for him. Did you expect him to do as well as he did in quotes?
No, and honestly, props to him. I would have done really badly in the quotes category, so honestly, if anything today, I think Abel is a true winner in all our hearts, and really, yeah, I'm so impressed. And he honestly, despite his current record, he has a great future in his league. And honestly, I'm very excited to see who he will play next. Yeah.
Absolutely. You did a great job, man, hitting your 2, your 3, and your 5 to do what had to be done to get that win. You're a scrapper. You're definitely a top tier rookie player, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. We'll definitely have you in at least one more match before the tournament. Don't know who that'll be against yet, but we will see you soon. Aaron, anything for Kaiser before we let him go?
No, man, just another great performance. That's how you establish yourself quickly, is playing well like that. Keep it up, man. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thanks for hosting to the both of you.
All right, thank you. We'll drop you to the back, and we'll bring up Apex. Abel de Leeuw fell 1 point short. Man, that was a hell of a match. You swept the quotes category that you were handed with opponent's choice. You just man, hit your 5-pointer right there at it. What's going through your mind, man?
Honestly, this one's a little devastating. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I just wasn't in it in that first round. I missed a couple that I knew clearly. It just didn't come to me as quickly. Bloody Rancor is gonna haunt me forever. And yeah, this is a tough beat. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this one definitely take it with you and don't hang your head for sure. Use it as fuel for your next match. Like I said to Kaiser, I'll say the same to you. You will also get another match before the tournament to try to propel that 0-2 record to at least a 1-2 record, and see if you can get yourself into the tournament.
Yeah, let's say, man, Kaiser's a great dude, and he's all the props in the world to him. He did amazingly. I'm glad I was able to hang as well, but I don't know, man. I feel like I could have had it. That's the worst part. Like that just stings.
Dude, man, putting up 20 in your first match against 2 great competitors, and then playing this guy, putting up 23 against him. I think that's a hell of a way to show off in something that you were not as confident in the first place. But Aaron, anything for Abel before we let him go?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I think despite the fact that you ended up losing, I think any competitor who is 0-2 or somewhere in the relative record, which is who you'll get paired against, quite frankly, is shitting themselves right now. Yeah. Out of the entirety of the rookie class that's come in, you were in a match in which 2 of those rookies are already performing well in other leagues, and you also put up 20-plus points, so you kept with them. And outside of that one match, statistically, I believe Kaiser did the best out of all the other rookies. You play him and get to 23 points and still lose. As somebody who went 0-2, then got a win, and has never played that well, the 0-2 players are shitting themselves. You got opponent's choice and did better than the person who got spinner's choice. And that's not a knock on Kaiser, because he had another solid round.
He did great.
I think you impressed a lot of people today, including myself even further. And that win is just around the corner, man.
Yep.
That is one hell of a pep talk, buddy.
I got you. And the Netherlands are winning.
Let's go. I'm going to change into my orange jumpsuit and those.
All right. Thank you, Abel. We will drive you to the back. And, man, what a match to get us off today. My heart is pounding. These guys are definitely going to be rocking the top of the rookie class. I can already tell you that. Hell of a match. I can't wait to see them progress through their careers. What else do you have for us, Aaron, before we close out?
Yeah, and I should say, it takes nothing away from Kaiser. It's just when you play, both competitors play this well, sometimes it ends up in a position where you almost have more to say to the person who unfortunately lost, because I know it hurts to play this well and lose. Kaiser did what he had to do, man. I mean, that 5-pointer, as someone who is a Harry Potter fan, that 5-pointer took me a second to be like, I knew Kingsley immediately, but it's like, who the fuck was the other guy? Right. And not even a blink in Kaiser, and he knew that. And that's the cold-blooded killer instinct that gets you to win. That's the shit that Joe Fairley does, and he is the champ. So again, man, just another murderer's row for Abel, unfortunately putting up one of the best performances we've seen out of the rookies and just not getting that win. I know that's around the corner for him somewhere. And Kaiser continuing to impress, man. 2-0 with 2 great high-scoring wins. Future looks good on both ends.
Absolutely. I don't think I've ever put up 23 or 24 points, so I can't even relate really. But I do know what it feels like to be that close and lose. But man, these guys are really impressing me with their knowledge. Not even having to go to the repeats on the 5s. Just nailing them like that's super impressive. But anyway, we'll stop vamping about these awesome rookies, and we will focus on our next match. Tune in 7 p.m. tonight. Alan, Dr. Spaceman Shepard taking on Andrea, the Assassin Malabag. 2 top 10 players. Can't wait for that one. And then at 9 p.m., it's Aaron.
Oh, I thought you forgot.
No, I can't forget that one. It's Aaron taking on Kevin Freakazoid Moreno, 2 top 15 players. So these are 2 great matches that are coming up tonight. A great lineup for today. If you haven't tuned in to the picture-in-picture match, that one encompasses the 2000s films. So that'll be fun. Go check that out. And then the geek announcement that was from earlier today, you definitely want to check that out. Don't miss it. Some very important things being said in that. Definitely don't miss it. If you did miss it, check out that on the YouTube page. There'll also be information about it all over the TMG Trivia Facebook page. All right, guys, I'll let you go. Thank you for tuning in to this one. A great matchup again. 24-23. Kaiser takes the win just by a hair. We will see you next time. For Aaron, for Kaiser, for Abel, for my beautiful girlfriend in the back doing all the production, I have been your host, Kevin the Philosopher Post, and we will see you next time on TM Geek. Until then, keep geeking out.